At Sci-Fi Odyssey Stories, we tell stories the human way, no AI slop, just real narratives. I'm Clara. Let's begin. If you think children are powerless, if you believe safety comes from walls and weapons, then listen carefully. Because one night on Bright Reach Station proved the galaxy wrong. And it began with silence. At exactly 4:17 station time, the nurseries went quiet. No crying, no movement. Just empty cradles, and that should have been impossible. Bright Reach Station housed over 27 species. Each had custom gravity fields, atmospheric barriers, armed nursery guards, quantum lock doors. Nothing ever crossed those systems unnoticed. Yet somehow, every cub vanished. Security Chief Raltic was in mid-cycle meditation when the first alert hit. Unauthorized juvenile absence. He dismissed it. Glitches happened. Then a second alert arrived. Then 7. Then 43. By the time he reached command, every nursery across 5 habitat rings had reported the same thing. 0 children present. Parents were already screaming in corridors. Telepathic species collapsed from psychic shock. Avern hatchlings left pheromone panic trails. Varrock warriors slammed claws into bulkheads. Bright Reach entered full lockdown. Transit rails froze. Docking ports sealed. Defense drones activated. And still, no cubs. Here's the part that still terrifies analysts. There were no signs of struggle. No broken locks. No heat trails. No forced exits. The cubs hadn't been taken. They had left. Search teams spread through every corridor. Infrared scans showed nothing. Life form trackers returned empty. Someone whispered the word predators. Someone else blamed smugglers. Then a junior officer spoke the unthinkable. What about the humans? The room went silent. Humans had only joined Bright Reach 6 months earlier. War refugees, quiet workers, soft-spoken, too gentle, too emotional. They cleaned medical wards. They smiled at cubs. But now, security surrounded the human habitat ring. Energy barriers rose. Doors were overridden. Tactical squads moved in. Raltic led the breach personally. He expected resistance. What he found stopped his heart. Inside the first human room, a Polari cub was asleep on a pillow, wrapped in a human jacket, snoring softly. A human woman sat beside the bed, gently stroking glowing fur. She looked up. "Oh," she whispered. "Please don't wake him." She blinked. He was crying outside. I brought him in. They continued the sweep. Room after room revealed the same impossible scene. Avern hatchlings tucked into hoodie pockets. Yex broodlings resting on human stomachs, absorbing warmth. Varrock spawn, normally aggressive, curled around human arms like living bracelets. Every cub was asleep. Every human looked exhausted. Some sat on floors holding infants. Some had fallen asleep sitting upright. Cubs piled on their chests. No restraints, no cages. Just comfort. Parents arrived moments later. The reunion cries echoed through the station. But something strange happened. Many cubs didn't immediately run to their own species. They clung tighter to the humans. Security sensors recorded elevated heart stability while in human contact. Medical scans showed reduced stress hormones. Neurologists reported synchronized calming waves. Commander Threx demanded answers. The humans gave them. Quietly. One engineer spoke first. They started showing up around midnight. A medic added. They were cold. They looked scared. So we picked them up. Raltic narrowed his eyes. "All of you?" A tired woman nodded. "Yes. No coordination, no planning, just instinct." Here comes the moment that changed interspecies law. Station logs revealed something impossible. Every cub had walked toward the human ring, voluntarily, across gravity fields, through atmospheric barriers, past armed sentries. They had followed comfort. Human quarters emitted elevated warmth signatures, heart rhythms, soft speech patterns, oxytocin analogs. To alien infants, human spaces felt like safety. Their tiny nervous systems recognized it. And they went there. Emergency council convened. Species elders demanded explanations. Accusations flew. Security protocols were questioned. Z. Then a human nurse stepped forward. "We didn't take your children." Her voice trembled. "They came to us." The Polari matriarch asked quietly, "Why you?" The nurse paused, then answered, "Because when something small is hurting, humans don't ask whose it is." Her voice cracked. "We just help." Silence fell across the chamber. Then something unprecedented happened. A Varrock warlord bowed. Then another elder. Then another. Gratitude replaced fear. Later investigations uncovered the cause. A resonance glitch in environmental systems produced low-frequency vibrations. Adults barely noticed. But cubs did. Every species interpreted it as danger. Every young mind reacted the same way. Find safety. And somehow, they all knew where it was. Brightreach rewrote its protocols that day. Human volunteers became permanent childcare responders. Human quarters were designated emergency refuge zones. A new department was formed, Multi-Species Comfort Response. Yes, that is its real name. Humans laughed. The galaxy quietly updated its psychology textbooks. Months later, cubs of all species regularly wandered into human rooms, just to nap. No one stopped them. Human volunteers read stories in 20 languages. Alien children learned human lullabies. Parents requested human caregivers, and Brightreach became something new. Not just a station, a sanctuary, because humanity taught the galaxy something ancient. Humans don't dominate environments. They soften them. They don't conquer fear. They absorb it. They don't rule children. They ran to humans. So remember this. Humans may look fragile. They may lack claws. They may seem divided. But when something small is scared, they become unmovable. They become shelter. They become warmth. They become home. And that is why every species now teaches its young one simple truth. If you are ever lost among the stars, find a human. They will hold you. They will stay awake. And they will make sure you sleep safely.